called? Another one is people management skill. What else is called? Another one is emotional intelligence skill. What else is called? These are the skills you actually need to build people. This is a skill you need to actually add value to everybody around you. It's a skill you need to build your own team. You need skill you need to build your own organization. It's a skill you need to build your own community, whether it's a Christian community, a business community. It's a skill you need to build your own business family. The family you build is more important than the one you came out from. So this relationship is called a significant relationship, or you call it a transformational relationship. What does it called? Transformational relationship. It's a relationship of transformations. That is one of the best way to earn a fortune. Tenor fortune. It's one of the best way to earn residual income. Tenor residual income. So there are two factors here. One of the factors you can't control. One of them you can control. Those factors happening outside of you, you can't control them. What are those factors? The dollar, the naira, the sun, the moon, the rain, your father, your mother, your local government chairman, your commissioner. These factors you can't control them. These factors are called contributing factors. What does it called? Contributing factors. So they can slow you down, they can delay you, but they can never stop you from being a successful or significant individual. What stop men is what is happening inside of you, called determining factors. What did I say is called? Determining factors. They determine your success, they can stop you, they can actually make you succeed very fast. So those determining factors are always two. All of us have a winner and a loser inside of us. All of us have a positive and a negative inside of us. So we encourage us every day, please focus on the winner, focus on the positive, and ignore, ignore the loser, ignore the negative. So those positive factors are courage to take action, faith to believe that you're going to succeed, commitment to follow the process, determination, vitality, fidelity. They are the factors that help men succeed. Okay, the factors that are already embedded in us that actually stop men from succeeding are fear, doubt, anger, resentment, bitterness. All of those things just make men to quit on themselves and quit on their visions and purpose in life. So if you look at the diagram on the screen, you are the most important factor. Tell your neighbor, you are the most important factor. Tell your neighbor, I am the most important factor. So since you are the most important factor, we've been talking about you every time because we know once you improve, everything will improve. Once you get better, everything will get better. Wealth does not exceed personal development. So we have to educate you, give you knowledge because, like I keep saying, animals survive by instinct. Human beings succeed by knowledge. So knowledge. Now look at it very well. No, nothing God created in the natural state struggles. The fishes don't struggle to swim. The birds don't struggle to fly. Even the trees, they don't even struggle to grow. They grow as much as they can. But why is human being struggling? Finances, everything is struggling to earn a living is because the brain that God gave us is always bringing out complication. Every time the brain brings out different things, ideas. So that is why you need knowledge, because knowledge simplify all the complication things. Knowledge simplify your life. Knowledge is what we need to brain to be simplified, to focus on the most important thing. If not, you just be much busy because of the way the brain wired. So you want to succeed in life, seek knowledge, because the Bible says my people perish for lack of what? Knowledge. That's why people perish. So if you seek knowledge, your life become much better. So I always define knowledge as package information. Tell Lord to solve a problem. Knowledge is package what? Information. Tell Lord to do what? Solve a problem. So any challenges you face in your life, seek information that is packaged and organized, directed to solve a problem. So we started this class on Monday and we should end it very soon. I call it moral implications of a victim's mentality. Moral implication of a victim's mentality. Why we are doing this is because there are a lot of people around us who have this victim mentality and they're ready to do emotional blackmail on you. So you must be smart, you must gather knowledge on how to identify them and take care of them. So 6 signs of a victim mentality. 6 signs. 6 signs of a victim mentality. So we started yesterday. We gave about 4, so today we should be rounding up on those 6 signs. So we have about outlines. Outlines, about 8 outlines to cover context for the concept. Okay, number 2, we have the victim mentality defined. Victims mentality defined. Okay, number 3, we have 6 signs of victim mentality. 6 Signs and symptoms of victim mentality. Okay. Okay. Number 4, we have reasons why we misidentify. Reasons. Okay. Reasons why we misidentify. Okay. Number 5 here, we have the familiar and the future. The familiar. There are so many things that we are familiar with and the future, so we have to take care of them. So number 6, we have here the ultimate abusive relationship. The ultimate abusive relationship. Okay. Number 7, we have here the response ability. And the last one, 8, we have the moral implication. The moral implication. Okay. Yeah. So I'll just do maybe 5 minutes or 3 minutes to just do review. I said that the context for the concept, we started by talking about the context for the concept, and the first thing we said was that please, this training is not to invalidate anyone's feelings or experience. So some people are actually passing through abusive relationship, torture, torment, sabotage in life, rejection. So it's not to say that those things you pass through that they are not valid. That they are not valid. No, they are valid. But what we are teaching is that it's not because you pass through difficult challenges and you held on to those challenges as the reason why you should not move forward. The reason why you should not make an attempt to become the best version of yourself. So we say that instead of seeking, we seek to expose a mindset that traps us from us moving forward, that sabotages our success, prohibits our prosperity, and ruin our relationships and block our blessings. So that's why we are taking time. So we must agree with God that all things work together for our own good. So when I say victim mentality is a state of mind on which the person sees himself or identify himself as a victim of circumstances, as a victim of situations beyond his control, that they just suddenly give up. I cannot control anything again. Or victim of evil and wicked people that of whom they don't have power to overcome. So this particular worldview or mindset or perspective render someone powerless, helpless, incapable of making any meaningful change in their life. So they are just powerless, hopeless. I can't do anything. Can't you see that where I am now is not my fault? It's because of the system, it's because of the government, it's because of the abuse, rejection, sabotage. Can't you see they venture into blaming and complaining, always blaming external factors as the reason why they are not succeeding, as if contributing factors are determining factors. So if you see yourself as helpless, as unfortunate, then you will absolutely absorb yourself from the responsibility of your own control, choice, and decision. So if you see yourself as helpless, as hopeless, as unfortunate, incapable of making any meaningful change, so you just say it's not my fault. So you deny yourself of that opportunity to even stand up for yourself. So we went out to discuss a lot. We said that the person will now go into being at the mercy of other people, being at the mercy of the generosity of other people, that I cannot do anything again, and I am where I am because society put me here. I am not responsible for my condition. I'm not responsible for my choices. I'm not responsible for my action. And we concluded that particular section by telling us that if you win the blame game, you can never win the life game. So he said that a victim mentality is always angry. It's always angry at people for 4 reasons. Number 1, for people not seeing where they are. Can't you understand my situation? Can't see where I am? They're always angry. Number 2, for not understanding their condition. They're always angry for people not seeing where they are, not understanding their condition. Number 3, not trying to help them. Why can't you try to help me? That is why I'm angry. And number 4, if you cannot try to help me, why don't you go out of your way and do everything? Please, nobody's owing you anything. Nobody's owing you anything. So that you can let this anger, bitterness go. And they like to skip scorecard, they did not help me when I needed it. But they didn't keep the scorecards of who came to them for help that they did not help. They never kept those records, but they keep the accurate record of everybody that never helped them in this life as a reason why they're not succeeding. So it could be that the reason why somebody have not helped anyone who has victim mentality is because that the mentality actually stopped men from helping such an individual, because that mindset can easily be spotted and identified. So we actually look at some men who actually had reasons to have victim mentality, but they refuse to see themselves as victims. Number 1 was Joseph. We discovered that Joseph was actually rejected by his brothers, sold into slavery, falsely accused, and series of misfortune befall him. But the guy made a confession. When he finally met his brother, they never knew him. He told them that they meant it for bad, but God actually meant it for good. So in Genesis 45, verse 5 to 7, he said, God actually sent me ahead of you to preserve thy life. God actually sent me ahead of you to make your life in this set of famine. You guys will not die. So Joseph told his brothers, don't be angry with yourself for the wicked you did by selling me, tore my clothes, soak it in the blood, dip in the blood of animal, take it to my father, broke my father's heart. Don't be angry because those things actually pushed me and pulled me to where I am today. Joseph was grateful for something that was painful because he put him where he was supposed to be in his life. So you have to see that this liberating mindset help you to get away anger, bitterness, resentment. But if you hold on to those anger, bitterness, resentment, it will sabotage your blessings, sabotage your success, block your blessings, ruin your relationship with quality people, and also prohibit your prosperity. So we also concluded by telling us the second day that bad things also happen to good people. Bad things also happen to give. Give an example of Jesus Christ, who actually came to die for us, but this guy was condemned, nailed on the cross, the old rugged cross. He was humiliated. He was left to die. Imagine all those things. So it happened to Abraham and Sarah. Sarah was barren. Bad things also happen to good. Not that it is every good thing. Good things happen to good people, but bad things also happen to good people. These are called seasons. This season must come. So Rebecca also was barren. Joseph, Moses passing through difficult moments. Even when I talk about Daniel was a captive, but he did exploit, even though he came in as a slave class, but he was made prince and a noble and a president or princess in a strange land. So bad season doesn't mean that the best is not yet to come. So all things work together for good. So as you are going out as an entrepreneur to do business, to do investment as investor, please know that good and bad things are working together for your own good. Please turn to your neighbor, tell your neighbor, good and bad things are working for your own good. So great times will come, difficult moments will come. Opposition of a victim mentality. The opposite of victim mentality is called overcomers mindset. So stop believing that because bad things happen, that bad things always happen. Stop believing that past your past determines your future. So we went out over 6 signs. That is 6 signs of victim mentality. So the first signs we mentioned yesterday. Once you see these 6 signs, among others, these ones are the most dreaded ones. Run away. So the first one we said, they learn helplessness. So whereby you feel that helplessness, that I cannot learn my way. I say poverty is a behavior, wealth is a behavior. So you learn your way out of poverty, you learn your way into wealth. So whereby you are the mercy of others, please read book for me. Or eventually you stop trying to overcome and instead blame others without considering your own role that you have played. Putting yourself at the mercy of other people. This way you feel like someone has to help you because you cannot help yourself. Never you get that feeling, because people learn this because of situations that happens to them. So never come to that point whereby you feel helpless for yourself. Number 2 is false proof of anger. And then yesterday we discussed something from my team, 4 proof of anger. 4 proof of anger. So I now told him something. I opened him to the scripture which says that the anger of a man can never produce the righteousness of God. That no matter how a man have reasons to be angry, okay, yes. My internet. George, why did you off my phone? Are you the one? Shouldn't have offed it. Thank you. Okay. So yesterday I concluded, I showed him something in the book of James 1 verse 19 to 20. James 1, 19 to 20. Okay, let me see. James 1:20. James 1:20. James 1:20. He says something. He said that a man's anger does not produce the righteousness of God. That means no matter how a man wants to justify his anger. In fact, I think one of the translations, I think either NLT said that the anger of a man does not bring righteousness at all. That means when a man is angry, he can never do anything that is right. I also told him that and anger never gives birth to a good child. Never. So why people are angry is because they want people to understand their situation. Can't you understand me? That's I'm angry. You refuse to understand me. This is just the reason. So because if you actually sit down, don't justify your anger, because this range of negative anger came out of a proof that people don't want to understand you. Victim mentality can fake smile, but inside is full of burning furnace of rage and anger. This anger with the world, with their parents, with government, with system, with their employer, with everything, because they feel that everything else is responsible for where they are, how they feel, and every opportunity that they have missed. So don't let circumstances responsible for how you feel. Don't react, respond. Respond means that you put yourself in a state, whether good or bad, this is how you're going to behave. So whether somebody is mad or not, this is how you're going to behave. So it doesn't matter. And another thing is that when one thing that will help you not to be angry is that try to understand why the person is, what are people's view. But when you want to understand how people, because we are agents of change, and anyway you meet people, you should leave a long-lasting impact. So you're going to leave a long-lasting impact. You don't make correction when you are angry. You only make correction with the intention to leave a long-lasting impact. And if this is the reason, you call the person and sit him down. You guys try to reason. If I try to reason why the real reason why the person is speaking offense, and move on, because anger never gets back to a good child. And when you're angry, you are simply angry because you feel that something is responsible for how you feel, for where you are, and for the opportunity you have missed. So we say that always exploding at every little thing. These people have what I call victim mentality. I am the one at the victim class here. So yesterday also said unrealistic expectations. So people that are always unrealistic expectations. So people are always expecting everything to work together. See, not all the things. I keep saying that failure is not the opposite of success. No, failure is part of success. In fact, I came to a conclusion, I think, so somewhere yesterday. Let me see. Well, I wrote it down. And I will get it later. But I came to that the tribulation, trials will come, but the Lord will help those, will help you out. Okay, maybe somewhere else. I will get to see it. Don't worry, very soon. So that's great are the affliction of the righteous, but God will deliver you all. So God said that when you will pass through the water, I will be with you. Don't say if you will pass. No. He said when, because you will surely pass through waters, you will surely pass through fires. I will be with you. In fact, everything that must last the test of time must pass through a season. Season of growth. So they think that other people know how they feel, they should know. So they begin to feel this unrealistic expectation by thinking that their actions are intentional, and they start keeping scores of people who are not helping them. They know that that what I have been through. So people should know what I've been through, and they should know how you feel. You need to have those expectations. Don't expect anything from human beings, because human beings are full of disappointment. The only person you show hope for is God. If human beings do good to you, this one is unfortunate. This one is just 1 out of a million. So that will help you to not pick offense to human beings. You learn to forgive people in advance. I keep saying you need a forgiveness account. You need what? A forgiveness account. So you need a forgiveness account, so that at least whether somebody tells you sorry or not, you forgive the person in advance. So you can see that already. So they feel that people are intentional not helping them, and are giving them a helping hand. So don't have that unrealistic experience that everybody should help you. If you feel that everybody should help you, you always hurt yourself. So over-explaining. Yesterday we talked about over-explaining. So we said that when somebody is over-explaining, he just likely want people to see the side of the story, and he's trying to prove that he did nothing wrong, and he's not responsible for his decision, for his mistakes he has made. If they made a bad choices or wrong decision, that they're not responsible because of what they have been through, and they try to convince themselves that they're not responsible for those actions. So please don't put yourself in a place whereby you become helpless, you become at the mercy of other people. It's always very bad, because the truth of the matter is that you always hurt yourself. Why must you always hurt yourself? Human being will always be human being. Human beings are a very funny set of people. So you don't have to expect anything from anybody. That's why you have to live a life of value addition, because if you're always adding value, you always have resources, money, and you will not have to depend on anybody. But when you don't always add value, you always be at the mercy of other people. Please help me. But you're always looking for who to help. Okay, you always be helped in return, and you'll not even have issues at all. So number 5, that's what we're going to start today. We have to complete the 6 signs. So number 5 is what we are going to start today. Number 5 says negative outlook. Negative outlook. So one of the signs of victim mentality, negative outlook. Let's write this one down. When they look at the wall, people with victim mentality, when they look at the wall, all they see is danger places and not opportunity place. People with victim mentality, when they look at the wall, all they see is danger places and not opportunity places. When people with victim mentality, when they look at the wall, what they see is danger and not opportunity. When they look at the wall, he's all have a victim mentality. Anything you show him, he sees danger and not what? Opportunity. He sees danger and not what? Opportunity. So they see problems. You show him opportunity, he begins to find problems. Show him solution, he tear the solution into two and start looking for problem inside. And they wonder why, they will tell you, you cannot eat your cake and have it. Victim mentality. So because of that, some of them, they go and buy a cupcake, half of the bread or piece of the bread. Some of them will not even buy bread, they buy donut and begin to focus on the hole inside the donut. Problems in their life. The matter was give them solutions to their problem. They're telling you, life is not working for me, I don't have money. Okay, let me give you solutions for money. What are you doing now that gives you money? Let's begin to conduct personal audit. He said nothing. Okay, what are you willing to do to get money? Nothing. Okay, what are you good at? Nothing. What skills do you have? Nothing. Okay, let me begin to teach you some skills. Prospecting skill, problem solving. He said, I cannot. That is too hard. Okay, but you say you don't have a skill. Nobody can just throw you money. So you must have value to give to collect money. If they say, I cannot read, I cannot begin to look. How can a man be in this life? Money you no get, time you no get. You lose two most precious things in life. What do you get? Poverty. Anyone will not get time. You don't get money, you get poverty. So as you don't get time, you're supposed to get money. As you get money and you don't get time, we will understand. No, this one says, okay, come and learn. They begin to look at everything as wrong. Give him opportunity. Say, what if I don't succeed? What will make you think, what if you don't succeed? What if you succeed? So they see the world as a bad thing that happened to them. If they have a way, they want to go back to their mother's womb. They are not going back. Tell neighbor, no going back. Sorry. It was a story I just saw recently. This egg just hatches, and when it hatches, he saw Nigerian flag. The chick went back to the eggshell. I just laughed. Some of us wish that as soon as you get back to you, and you saw Nigeria, you want to go back, and then as you get back to the US, sorry sir, you're already in Nigeria. Accept it. That is where it is what it is. So find a way and succeed. Yeah, I must succeed. I'm a success. So if they try to start a business or relationship, they are always afraid of being embarrassed or being defeated, always being pained. They have negative outlook for everything. They have negative perspective of everything. They have negative aspect of everything. What will go wrong? I'm so afraid of starting a relationship because I don't know whether it will end well. Or I'm so afraid. They don't want to even. I'm so afraid of starting a business. I'm so afraid. They're afraid of everything bad that could happen to them. Please, let me say this to all of you. Whatever you focus on expands. So don't focus on negative. Always focus on the positive. Yes, we know negative are there. We don't deny the fact. But that is not our portion. So focus on what God says you are. Let everything be a liar. Focus on the fact that you are the head and not the tail. You are what? The head and not the tail. So they see the world as bad things that happen to them who try to live in this life. So they always see the world as bad place. They see business. They see their wife as bad thing they ever do. Husband, the bad decision they ever made. See, let me do something here. Even if somebody is a devil, there's how you have a positive attitude and the person also will change. No matter I say, hey, you cannot change human being. I don't believe in that. I always believe that if I can change somebody's belief, I can change his behavior. Turn up behavior. I always believe I can change your knowledge. I can change your result. Turn up result. Why I'm believing that? Because man's capacity to learn is God's gift to man. Man learns. So when a man learns something, if I teach you how to ride a bicycle and you accept to ride a bicycle, I know. If you can accept it, you ride the bicycle. If I want to teach you how to drive a car and you accept it, you will learn it. So the problem is that how do I make you become accepted? It's always talk about good things you are already. Even though I know you are dying, I'll focus on the good things about you. That will make you feel good. See, one of the best things, what anybody around you, is because you criticize negatively. I said that anything you don't appreciate, you are not qualified to criticize. Tell your neighbor, anything you don't appreciate, you are not qualified to criticize. So imagine going to your husband, going to your wife, telling him, oh, you are the beautiful thing that happened to me. If now you are not go there here today, appreciate. Now then, but you know, if you have done this, would have gotten a better result. I'm putting this as an appeal. Nobody will not. Everybody will change. Nobody likes to say, I want to change you. No, nobody like that. I want to change you. They don't want to change again. Nobody wants to change again. But then the intention is that you want him to improve his values. But then if I want you to improve your value, you know what? I want you to come, you know what? But tell him, I like the appreciate before you criticize. It's called constructive criticism. But we all see somebody there, and they want nothing. You never think the good thing of. Most of us are where we are today, thinking that we are not good for nothing. We are good for nothing because people have been telling you all your life, you are good for nothing. You are good for nothing. You are good for nothing. And I keep saying, why they do that is because they are hot inside. Hot people hurt others. Good people are good to others. If you love yourself, you give love. You cannot pour from an empty cup. So if you are kind, you give kindness. So never find yourself where you are helpless. Never use anger as a proof for not learning, for not improving. Never you have unrealistic expectations for wanting everybody to understand you. Never you over-explain yourself. Say it and leave it there. The people's opinion don't pay your bills. Who like them, make it take. Who don't like them, explain, tire. No evidence. So never have negative outlook. Don't look at everything in the world as bad. Because everything God created is in abundance. Then abundance. So you need to learn. You need to learn. I keep saying that you cannot come to me and pray and pray and pray. We need to pour olive oil on you for you to go and fly an aircraft, because you did not do that when you want to drive your car. You not go to your pastor to lay hands on you to drive a car. You went to learn how to drive a car in a driving school. Yes or yes? Yes. That's so you want anything in life, you must learn. So you want money, learn. You want skill, learn. Tailoring, carpentry, medicine and surgery, everything you learn. Learn. Man's capacity to learn is God's gift to man. Man's willingness to learn is a man's choice. Number 6, as the last one for this particular one. Can't cope with stress. Anybody with victim mentality says, I can't cope with stress. I can't cope with stress. Show me anything in this life without stress. Even to so close, stress down. Can't cope with stress. Can't cope with stress. Can't cope. To push you back, stress down. To carry down go to cement from trailer to house, stress down. To make your kiddo, stress down. One get stress down. Read book, stress down. So if I tell you I can't cope with stress, that person have a very big victim mentality. That person victim mentality is PhD. They're not PhD. PhD. I'm a PhD. That is answered ossified. You know. So everybody, you must. You want to buy things without not looking at the price. Work without not looking at the clock. You want to tomorrow to be better. You must sacrifice today for a better tomorrow. If you don't sacrifice for what you want becomes the sacrifice. So please, you cannot tell me I can't cope with stress. Show me anything you do without stress. To work offshore 2 weeks, 2 weeks in, 2 weeks out. Now very stressful work. People they die. To work in the rig, people they die. So you can't find you can't cope with stress. Accept stress now. Now that you are young, you have a sound mind in a sound body. Work as if I tell people. All of us are going to be +1 this year. Yes or yes? Yes. After this year, you cannot be this age again. Yes. So, if you don't do things, now you are young for tomorrow. You don't plan for tomorrow. That means you will go tomorrow, your children will tell you, Daddy, when men were men, where were you? You will explain. No evidence. So that you have to understand that for it to be better tomorrow, you must sacrifice some things today. Write it down. Can't cope with stress, write it down. This victim mentality, people with victim mentality are always frustrated. People with victim mentality are always frustrated, resentful, and angry. People with victim mentality are always frustrated, resentful, and angry because they feel everything is stressful. Because they feel everything is stressful. People with victim mentality, they're always frustrated, resentful, and angry because they feel everything in life is stressful. If you feel it's stressful, it will be stressful. If it's not stressful, it's not going to be stressful. So that is it. People with victim mentality are always frustrated, resentful, and angry at everything in life because they feel life is stressful. Everything in life is stressful. They always withdrew back. Whenever they feel stress in anything, they withdrew back. They withdrew back from church. We drew back from relationship. We drew back from businesses. They always draw back. Anything they are stressful, they draw back. Okay, that's why they quit on their marriages, quit on their businesses, quit on their church, quit on everything because they don't like stress. Okay, I'm going to tell you something. Stress is not bad. Stress is not the key person. If you are tired, rest. Wake up and continue. Somebody say falling is not a bad thing, but it's your choice. Falling may not be your choice, but remaining on the floor is your choice. So they always withdraw. They not withdraw. Withdraw back from anything that they feel that is stressful. They withdraw back. They don't want to persist. They don't want to give another chance. They don't want to push a little bit further. They don't want it. So they have this. I am here because I'm abandoned. I'm rejected. I am blocked. It's too stressful. Write this one down. Victim mentality needs to be identified. Victim mentality needs to be identified, comma, exposed, comma, eliminated, and eradicated. Victim mentality needs to be identified, exposed, eliminated, and eradicated. So victim mentality needs to be identified. First thing and foremost, this one is not empowering me. I must identify it. Number two, expose it. Number three, eliminate it. And number four, eradicate it. So they need to be identified, exposed, eliminated, and eradicated, because it will block our blessings. If you don't do it, it will block your blessings. Victim mentality needs to be identified, comma, exposed, comma, eliminated, and eradicated. Why? Because it will block our blessings, number one. Number two, it will ruin our relationship. Ruin, R-O-R-U-I-N, ruin our relationship. Victim mentality needs to be identified, comma, exposed, comma, eliminated, and eradicated, because it will block our blessings, comma, ruin our relationship with quality people, prohibit our prosperity, and sabotage our success. Full stop. So it will do four things. Four things victim mentality will do to any man that embraces it and stay with it. Number one, it will block your blessings, real quality relationships, prohibit your prosperity, and sabotage our success. So don't entertain victim mentality. Don't ever entertain victim mentality. When I was in Enugu, so I needed a lot of money. So I went to one of the, every church always have these men in church that we always see them as big men. They drive a Mercedes Benz. I think that Pastor Jim at that time in my church. So I needed this man to give me money because I had a very big victim mentality at that time. But something just told me, this man has children. Why can't you just make a proposal? They can teach these children, because I'm very good in physics, maths, and all of that. I can give the student lessons, home lessons. So I just went to the man. I told him, sir, I need a lot of money. I don't want you to give me the money because I want to give you value, because I want you to give me the money. So please, I want to teach your children. He lives in Transekulu at Enugu. So I want to teach your children physics and geography 3 times a week, and I can teach very well. I can see their coursework and teach, but I need money. So the man looked at me. One thing that came to his mind is that because I want to give value, that he will give me the money, and I will still come and give the value. That's why I now become a lesson teacher. I became a lesson teacher. And from that one, I was going to him. I was so happy about it. So there's another woman. She lived in Akonano in Enugu. So I was doing like two to three families that time, and I was making money. It was very, very stressful, I must tell you. But some people, they don't want to think about value at all. No value at all. They want to make money. So, but if you actually go to anybody with value, turn of value, you always get something back. But the thing is this, that victim mentality will make people to ruin quality relationships, and of course sabotages their progress in life. So if you are with me, shall I? Let me give you 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 reasons why people victimize themselves. 4 reasons why people misidentify themselves as a victim, as a victim. So reasons why, I'm going to give 4 reasons why people see themselves as victims. They see themselves, 4 reasons why they do that. So that in case these reasons is found among people around you, you have to let them go. 4 of them. 4 reasons why people victimize themselves, why people misrepresent themselves, they misidentify themselves as victims. Don't wake up any morning and say, I'm victim. We poor masses. No, don't ever see yourself as less, because you cannot be bigger than the way you see yourself. People will treat you the way you treat yourself, the way you see yourself. So 4 reasons. Number 1, victim mentality is a bad habit. Is a bad habit, comma, a coping mechanism. Victim reasons is because it's a habit. Victim mentality is a bad habit, comma. Number 2, a coping mechanism. This is not the 4, but I'm just giving number 1 first. Is a bad habit, comma, a coping mechanism, and a justification for an excuse. Justification for an excuse is a habit, coping mechanism, justification for an excuse, and a comfort zone. Victim mentality is a comfort zone. Bad habit, coping mechanism, justification for an excuse, and a comfort zone. Number 1, Victim mentality is a bad habit, coping mechanism, justification for an excuse, and a comfort zone. So, number one, 4 reasons why people are victim mentality. So, I'm still in number 1. Or I've not done number 2 and number 3 yet. So, number 1 is number 1 is a habit. Victim mentality is a habit, is a coping mechanism. So, it's a habit, it's a coping mechanism. It's also a justification for an excuse and also a comfort zone. So, it's justification for an excuse. Justification for an excuse. For an excuse. So that is why they give excuses. And I keep saying excuses are a currency we used to buy what? Failure. So, and a comfort zone. So it's a comfort zone for them. So they are too comfortable to beg. Corporate begging. So that is one of the major reasons why people love. I say it's a habit. People with victim mentality have formed a habit out of it. As they cope to live and maintain just to survive. They don't want to become successful. They justify for why they're giving excuses and a comfort zone. So write this one down on your notes. Still number 1. It says people comfort themselves when they see other people making it in life. They comfort themselves when they see other people making it in life. It's not my fault. So that victim, nobody's helped me. They comfort themselves. People with victim mentality, they comfort themselves when they see other people making it in life, progressing. People with victim mentality comfort themselves when they see other people making it in life, progressing in life, creating wealth in life, building businesses, and changing the world. People with victim mentality, they comfort themselves when they see other people making it in life, progressing in life, creating wealth in life, building businesses in this life, and changing their world, etc. People with victim mentality, they comfort themselves when they see other people making it in life, progressing, creating wealth, building businesses, and changing their world, etc. They comfort themselves by telling themselves it is not their fault because of social circumstance and situation that's against them and responsible for where they are. Full stop. I'll come back again, don't worry. As a people with victim mentality comfort themselves. How do they comfort themselves? I'm going to tell you very soon. He said they comfort themselves when they see other people making it in life, progressing, creating wealth, building businesses, changing their world, etc. That it is not their fault. They comfort themselves that it is not their fault because circumstances and situations is against them and are responsible where they are. That's victim mentality. I said people with victim mentality comfort themselves when they see other people making it in life, progressing, creating wealth, building businesses, changing their world, etc. That it is not their fault because circumstances and situation is against them and is responsible for where they are. How can you tell me things are responsible for you are? That means you are powerless, you are hopeless. You cannot be no now. Stand up. Tell your neighbor, stand up and take action. Stop comforting yourself. That is the thing. If other people could succeed, you can do better. Tell your neighbor, if others could succeed, I can do better. Push yourself. When I started this business, I didn't have all these strategies and knowledge. And I had no mentor the other time. I did not align to anybody to mentor me. So I read a book that says, put your business in front of 100 people in a day. So the only thing I knew was that 100 people must see my business. So I went and printed 10,000 cards. Every day I go on the road, hand over this card to 100 people. Sometimes I used to trade from Plaza to Federal Hospital, from University of York Teaching Hospital. And sometimes I used to trade from Plaza to Itam. Because I could not give myself reasons for me to fail. There was already things that was already around me that would make me quit the business already. My cousin Ubam was driving keke. He was living in Ikodebido, close to back of Winners Chapel. So I used to go to this guy's house to sleep in a room and a parlor. I used to sleep on the floor. When I woke up in the morning, he comes to look for my trouble. He said, millionaire. He will kick me in the mat. Millionaire, wake up. Millionaire, bring money, go buy a gara. I don't have the money. Millionaire, bring money, let's buy bread. So I was not even happy with the way he was laughing at me, mocking me. Millionaire, I will go abroad. Wake up. So I was already angry with myself. So and this is that one day I was sharing this card from Plaza to Itam. So he was dying. So he saw me with my coat, not the suit, tenor coat. We know the wear those ones, you know. So he saw me say, Ora, where they go? I said, they do business. He don't look at your guy. Guy, they do my business. So the guy went to Itam, dropped passenger, loaded Itam to Plaza again. When he was, before they fly over, there's an LG big shopping mall. Yes or yes? He saw me in that. He said, "Bro, as I said, I'm from Plaza, and he was LG." So there was people were really laughing at me that I will fail. They are waiting for me to fail. They are just waiting for me to fail. They will not go and tell me come more. So I don't really tell you say you know go last for the matter. So and that reason, well, one of the real reason why I came back. Nobody succeeding in this business. Me, I must succeed. So I cannot embrace this victim mentality that because my father, my mother, this one. So I have to let go. At some point in your life, get angry with poverty. Don't romance poverty. Don't give excuse for failure. Don't blame circumstances. Don't blame situation. Don't blame anything for response for who you are now. The day you know I am at the steering of my life, the day you know I'm going to drive my life to my destination, the day you know I'm the architect of my life, that day you take the bull by the horn, stand up, and the thing about it is this: the day you create your life, one thing about it is that you become fulfilled in life. The day you help someone else make their life succeed, you become more self-fulfilling. They're not self-fulfilling. So because we rise by raising others. What did I say? So 4 reasons. Number 1, these people have bad habits. They have bad habits. They see as a coping mechanism, as just for excuses and a comfort zone. Number 2, they have this psychological proof. Let me use black marker. They have this psychological proof. That is number 2. Psychological proofs. Psychology proof. They have the psychology proof that if they are given an opportunity to choose between familiar and future, their mind prefer familiar over future. They have the psychology proof between familiar and future. I'm not supposed to even jump to here now, but it's fine. Let's just go there first. They have the psychological proof between familiar and future, and the future. So people, the reason why they hold on to victim mentality is because they have this psychological proof between familiar and the future. So, and they will choose familiar because they are too familiar with poverty, they are too familiar with negativity and lack. They grow up in lack. So if they grow up telling people from childhood, it's not my fault that we are poor. So they are too good with familiar. And if God wants to do it something with the man, he take you from the familiar. He said, Abraham, leave your father's house, leave your people, leave the familiar. You want to do things with Peter, he said, leave the fishing work you are doing, leave the familiar. This psychological proof between familiar and the future, and they will choose the familiar because of the victim mentality. Let me put it this way you understand. Write this one on your note. Our mind is designed to keep us safe and surviving. Our mind is designed to keep us safe and surviving. Our mind is designed to keep us safe and surviving. So therefore, our mind will always choose survival as a key program. Our mind is designed to keep us safe and surviving. Therefore, our mind will choose survival as a key program. Our mind will choose survival as a key program. Our mind is designed to keep us safe and surviving. Therefore, our mind will choose survival as a key program, which is the familiar. So people with victim mentality, they are doing this because they have this survival mentality. So that the reason they say, let me just survive for today. I don't want to go out of my comfort zone because I don't know what will happen there. When opportunity presents itself between a better life and average, they'll prefer what? Average. Between salary and to become a multi-millionaire, they pay what? Salary. Now you sure pass. This one they come every month. Survival. Tell us survival. So the mind is actually designed to survive. So they don't want anything that will take them out of what they already know into the abundance that they desire. So therefore they refuse to try. They prefer to remain in abusive relationship to survive than to go out of that relationship because they are so afraid of the unknown future. Tell him, quit your job, let's do business. It's all fun. This one, I sure pass. A young man came to my office, a graduate. The guy, 2-1, he was telling me his story, how he's collecting 30,000 naira every month as salary. I made him an offer. I told him, I want to pay you for 3 months. I'm ready to pay 30,000 for 3 months. Quit that job because I see potentials in you. After talking finish. The guy stand and say, okay, I appreciate this opportunity. But that one, na in short pass. Your own na 3 months. That one, you can see the. So I ask you a question. If you are earning 30,000 naira right now, 30,000 naira every month for just 12 months. 12 months is how much? 360,000 naira. So I told him, Keke is sold for 4 million naira today. That means you work for 10 years, 10 good years to earn 3.6 million naira. That cannot buy Keke. He cannot buy Keke. He said, okay, na inshore pass. Then on inshore pass. He's ready to go for 10 years. That will not buy Keke in his life. Talking about buying a land. Because of that survival mentality. They pay to me in an abusive relationship because of survival mentality. They are so afraid of the unknown. So therefore, they don't want to take any risk at all. No risk at all. No risk at all. So, as much as they hate poverty, they don't like to live poverty because the poverty gives them survival mood. They're not survival mood. Write this down on your note. Greatness only exists outside the comfort zone. Greatness only exists outside the comfort zone. Please underline the word only. Greatness only exists outside the comfort zone. Bracket open, familiar, bracket closes. Greatness only, underline the word only. Greatness only exists outside the comfort zone. That is the familiar. You want to become great in life, you must leave your comfort zone. There's no two shots. There's no option. No option. I don't have option for you. You must leave your comfort zone of afraid of rejections. Go there and do prospecting. Sell your business. Carry them for 99 for head. So, to have a better future, you must really to step out of the familiar. Write it down on your notes. To have a better future, you must be willing to step out of the familiar. You must be willing. You must be what? Willing to step out of what? The familiar. So listen to me, but don't write this one down. Let me just give you something to write down. God will always call you out of the familiar when he has ordained you for a better future. Abraham was called out of his father's house, among his people, out of his kindred, out of his country, to the land that the Lord will show him. The Lord said, if you follow and obey, he will bless him, he will make his name great, and he will become a blessing. Peter and Andrew will also cut out the familiar of fishery into God's say, I will make you fishers of men. If you have a victim mentality, then you will be in an abusive relationship with yourself. I think they should write this one down. So not just with any other person. Now, familiar is making you be in an abusive relationship with yourself. Write it down. If someone have a victim mentality, the person will be in abusive relationship with himself. The person will be in abusive relationship with himself. Person will be in abusive relationship with himself. Someone with a victim mentality will be in abusive relationship with himself. Will be in abusive relationship with himself. You know, Joseph left the familiar, and something will push you out of the familiar if God really wants to succeed, which I know God wants all of us to succeed. Either inspiration, I know. Thank you. Either inspiration or desperation will push a man out of the comfort zone. Write it down. Either inspiration or desperation will push a man out of the comfort zone. Bracket open, familiar. Either inspiration or desperation will push a man out of the comfort zone. So just watch and see. Either what? Inspiration or desperation will push a man out of the comfort zone. You don't want to go out now to make money to pay your children's school fee, to give your children the best of life. When hunger comes, you now become a corporate beggar. So you are now begging for what you are supposed to build your life for. So let me give you the last two. I'll just feel like a statement so that we can go. 4 reasons why people are now holding themselves down. They misrepresent the gods. They are holding on to their familiar instead of inspire of their future. They are now holding of their family to become desperate tomorrow. So number 3, the reason why people don't try is that they feel you can't fail. The reason is if you don't try, you can't fail. Okay, yes. Write this one like this. Number 3, the reason The reason, the reason is, the reason is, if you don't try, you can't fail. The reason is if you don't try, you can't fail. If you don't try, reason why people holding on to familiar. If I not join the business, maybe my money no go loss. If I not enter marriage, I don't get broken heart. If I don't, so if I don't try, I can't fail. So the reason is that if I don't try, I can't fail. So they prefer not to try at all. So I will not even have a chance to fail. So I know they do. That's the reason why they hold into familiar. Let me get my money and go and chop food. So I know say tomorrow I will chop food. This want me to reach this money. You must be poor man. You know, in my classes, I always share money almost at the end of the class. I've been doing this for 9 years. Every time I share money. So I can see some one day I was in Port Harcourt. I don't just share one time, I share 5,000 naira, 10,000 naira. So one day I share 5,000 naira. I counted 1,000 naira, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Who need this money? One man came from the back and collected the money. No. At the end of the day, everybody the seminar has finished. And then, you know, I used to normally call people to make commitments. So at any money you have, make commitment. So this man collected the 5,000 naira and refused to even make 1,000 naira commitment out of the 5,000 naira. So I was so, this is the first time I'm meeting that kind of a person in my entire life. So I called him. I did program at Cheney's Garden Hotel, Arumasi Money Market, opposite Money Market, Arumasi. So I called the young man, he came. I said, why didn't you just make commitment of 1,000 naira? He said, okay, this one will give me now my answer to my prayer point. He said that they paid a hand where they were in the bush, that this one nice shop pass. So he cannot risk anything, Jesus. He's ready to hold the poverty, that let go to give himself a chance to be successful. And you see him, like, I'm going to come, I'm going to song, ASAP, because he's selling to the one he knows that risking it for opportunity. The last one for today, like I said, number four. People there, human being, he there. I tell you what I know. Okay, let's do number 4. Why people are holding on to victim mentality is because of is an abusive relationship with themselves. Is a sign against yourself, just try and abandon yourself. The victim mentality is an abusive relationship with yourself. I don't know how I wrote this one like this, but we've written something like this now. Yes or yes? I missed it. I calculated it 2 fronts. Okay, it's a sign against yourself for justifying and abandon. Okay, number 4, because it is a sin. It is a sin against yourself by justifying the abandonment of your assignment. Okay, it's a sign against yourself. Is a sin. How do I write this one like this? It's a sign against yourself for justifying. Okay, let's put it like this. Is a reason for justifying the abandonment of your assignment. Is the reason for justifying the abandonment of your assignment, calling, purpose in life. It is the reason for justifying the abandonment of your assignment, your purpose, your calling in life. It is a reason for justifying the abandonment of your assignment, your calling, and purpose in life. Let's put it like that. It's much better. It's a reason. It gives you a reason for justifying the abandonment of your purpose, your assignment, and your calling in life. It's going to say, I cannot fulfill God's purpose in my life because it's not my fault. I cannot fulfill God's purpose in my life because I not put myself here. So these are the reasons why people hold on to victim mentality, because it's a habit and a coping mechanism. You put them on a comfort zone. They can choose familiar, they're sure of. It's the reason why they should not even fail. And the reason why they are going to abandon the God's assignment and purpose in their life. So tomorrow, I have something to say before I finally conclude on these reasons I'm familiar. Maybe I just mixed 2 of them together before now go to 1, 2, 3, 4. So we should be able to do this class so that at the end of the day, you go into any business of your choice, any investment, without not thinking that you're entitled to anything, without not thinking that they're a victim of circumstances. Because I know as of today that you are a victor. Tell them, I'm a victor. I know as of today that you're a millionaire. Say, I'm a millionaire. I really know as of today that you are a success. Then I'm a success. So all I need to do is to guide you through the path. So you understand that every bad thing that ever happened to you were not walls and stumbling blocks. They were supposed to pick them as stepping stones. They're not stepping stones. The only thing you take from the past is lessons. They're not lessons. Don't hold on to anything at all. Let everything go. Pick the lessons and move on. Do you know why you need to move on? Ask me why. The reason is because you cannot be going forward looking backward. You will fall inside a pit. And if you keep throwing stones at every dog that backs at you, you will not get to your destination. Tell your neighbor, if you throw stones at every dog that backs at you, you will not get to your destination. So tomorrow, I will start with King David tomorrow. I will start with King David tomorrow with you. That will be our case study tomorrow. After we finish that one, we now go to your life. So this is the best we can take today. So the online community, please don't get involved in a business without a mentor. Reason is because mentorship is a legal shortcut to success. And he that stands on the shoulder of mentors will see far. See you tomorrow. See you at the top. And victim mentality and embrace victor's mentality. Bye-bye for now. So for the rest of us here today,